Hello everyone, welcome back to another Let's Play of Subnautica. This will be episode 7. I think for this one I'm going to try to find the rest of the Cyclops parts and potentially build the Cyclops. I also want to see where I am in the story, because I want to get the mission to go down into the jelly mushroom area.
This is Life Pod 4. We've landed close to the Aurora. Flotation device is active, but we've got some big old fish in the water with us, and I don't know how long we're going to last. We're close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted.
We no longer have to worry about radiation because we deactivated we repaired the drive cores for the Aurora, so radiation should no longer be an issue. I just got back from my trip with my office. It wasn't as bad as I expected.
Welcome aboard.
Everyone was intoxicated, and then there were kids running around, so it kind of went as expected. But their parents were also intoxicated, so I guess they didn't really care, or they were comfortable. No, I want to keep this. They were comfortable with what was happening. But everyone is well behaved. I don't know what doing. When I'm talking and playing, I tend to just like do repetitive motions.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Hopefully, as I get more used to talking and playing, that will diminish. So it's pretty cool. I got to talk to people I don't normally ever get to talk to, because when we're at work, it's all busy, and when you're talking, you feel like you're wasting time. So like, you try to avoid small talk and stuff like that. But whoa, purple. My resident Slimer, and he's turning green, so more slime. That makes more sense with the slime part. Alright, that's right. I totally forgot that we had the wrong helmet on. Let's see. Put this stuff in here. What batteries do we need? Let's just do it. It doesn't matter. We'll probably turn all these batteries into power cells anyways. Alright, I want to make the thermal thingy today as well. So let's go ahead and try to make a gel pack. Aerogel, I mean. What else do I need? Synthetic. This, I don't remember this item ever being in here. It's like gold-plated fiber. Yeah, so I went hiking with a couple of colleagues, people who like I wanted to get to know, but never really found the time. And it's kind of awkward because they're both female. I am normally very antisocial, incredibly introverted, and but I'm aware of this, and I feel like I have to talk more in order to fit in better with my firm and I guess society. And talking is just generally good, I think. So I wanted to get to know them, which was kind of hard because I am of the opposite sex. Even if I have no intention of trying to hit on them or anything. I just wanted to get to know people in the office, which is a shame because it's a shame because here we go. 2 bank titanium, 5 titanium. It's a shame because I just want to get to know people. I'm going to be working with these people for like a very long time. I want them to know that you know I come across very serious, but I'm not a very serious person. Like most of the things that come out of my mouth are me making fun of myself. I think that's enough. Is it? Let's see. So I try to be friendly with everyone, but there are a couple people in the office that I try to be friendly, and they're like, the first words out of their mouth are like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," and I'm like, I don't give a shit. That's not why I'm talking to you. And I've had 3 people in the office tell me that. So I guess I don't know. Maybe it's the way I approach them. But like, not everyone does that to me. It's just I'd say there's about like 30 people in the office. Maybe 22 of them are women, and only 3 of the 22 told me that. Anyway, so I hung out with one of those women today, not today, yesterday, and another one. And I try to be super positive. Being in, when you're quiet, you develop observational skills, I guess, is what I want to call it. Where it's easier, it's better. You're better at reading the air, so to speak. If that makes any sense. It probably doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense to me when I say it out loud. But like, there's a couple people in the office, I feel like they're very timid. So I try to point out things that are little things, and I try to give them like compliments. But I don't know. Maybe that's the wrong way to approach these things. I really wanted to know this one girl, because when I was trying to get a job, she referred me to the position. I had 2 people refer me, but she was one of them, and it was kind of cool. Like, I've never met her before. I didn't even know she existed until I was complaining to a friend of mine. Oh crap! I'm burning. Let's see how close we can get to this. I want to put it right on it, if possible. I remember putting this thing down as the most annoying thing in the world. Come on! There we go. And then we're gonna find out it's not close enough and it only goes like 60%, right? 87. See? Not even. Well, I guess it's green. I guess it's not that bad. Let's see, what's my sub? Yeah, so, I didn't even know she existed. And where's my CMOS? Crap. Oh, down there. I forgot I could take it down deeper. Let's see. And like, so I complained to a friend of mine whom I haven't seen in like 5 years. I feel kind of bad about that because, we're catching up, but like, I was so distraught about not having a job. I mean, because I've been applying for like almost a year. I think I tallied I sent out like 140 emails. 1 second. I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, so, let's see. I was talking about referrals. Let's see. Well, that sucks. So, we made this thermal thingy there, right? But we can't make power. We can't get that power to our base until we build like these power lines. And I don't know the recipe to the power lines. Where? Ooh, nuclear reactor. I wonder where we find this thing. Well, that's annoying. Well, let's I feel like we've been wasting too much time, like waiting to get to the, getting the Degassi waypoints. So let's just go there ourselves. I think those peepers are attacking these things, which is good. Let's see what's that. I don't know where I am in relation to what. Let's see. I think we're supposed to follow the fire. Oh yeah. One thing I like to do to create waypoints for myself is just build a bunch of these things. They don't cost anything. They glow blue. You can see them like everywhere. And so like, there we go. Now we know where we came from. See? We'll just follow this. But anyway, so this girl I'm trying to get to know, she didn't know me, never met me before, never seen me before, but my friend who I had lunch with gave her my information and said I was looking for a position. And so she got into contact with me and said, hey, send me your stuff and I'll take a look at it. So I sent her my stuff, and she responded like a few days later with suggested modifications and changes to my portfolio, because I was applying for a design position, and which is really cool. But what happened was, another one of my friends told me to apply to this one firm, like do it now. And I was like, okay, so I applied. And the next day when she sent me the changes, it turns out that she also works for the same place my friend told me to go check out. So she emailed me recommended things to say and do. One day after, the morning after, I already sent my stuff in. And I was like, holy crap. What are the odds I know two people at the same place? Kind of know. I mean, like I said, I never met her before, but what are the odds that she happens to work at the same place my friend told me to apply to? So I got in, and
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I like to think that thanks to both of them, I got the position. But my company only gives out one bonus per referral. So she did not get the bonus, but my friend who told me to apply that night did. And so I feel a little bad that I got the position, and what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to make up excuses to take her to lunch, and it worked once. Like, I successfully took her to lunch and paid for her lunch, and I told her it was on me, don't worry about it. And I tried to take her out a second time, but after like, but she had to cancel, and I have not had the chance to. One second. So many interruptions today. Well, my aunt is visiting, and which I found out today. What I was told like 2 weeks ago, but I found out today. I saw her just now, so I had to stop and go greet her. Which, she's really cool. But she suffered like a horrible loss. Well, we all did, but mainly her. Let's see. So I thought there was more around here. Anyway, so like, I really want to take her out to get lunch more. She lives in San Francisco. Um, she seems like she's tight on money, and because she didn't get the bonus, I feel like I should feed her as much as I can. If that makes any sense. Or is that a selfish way of looking at everything? Okay, so if we were to get a mission, if you didn't know about this area, you would eventually get your PDA will tell you like, hey, you should check out this point of interest in this mushroom jelly cave. And then a waypoint like these things will pop up. But I got impatient, so here we are. I guess the way to get down here is to come down and then follow the wall to the right of where you enter, and until you get to this location. And it's pretty easy to find because you see where I was doing those blue things. You basically just follow. You follow these platforms, and they're like littered enough that you'll make your way over here. But yeah, just follow the wall to the right, and it'll take you here. I thought there was more things. Oh well. Yeah, and I feel like she's a little self-conscious. The way she walks, talks, and so like I try to throw compliments her way as much as possible. Get lost, dude. Do I have my propel gun? Where did it go? Did it run? Is it gonna bite me in the back? It probably went back into that shroom. Anyway, so like, yeah, I try to compliment her as much as I can. I hope she doesn't take it the wrong way. Like, I'm not making fun of her. I really think it's like really cool a lot of things she does. But yeah. Oh, so this is where we get nuclear reactor fragments. But I think we need like, I don't think we found materials that can make the nuclear reactor. What is that screeching coming from? I think he... I don't know why he's teleporting. Yeah, I don't know why he's teleporting. But hey, look, if we just stay here and we press the propel thing... That didn't work. I was actually being shot back every now and then. But anyways, I noticed she was wearing like a Batman t-shirt today. And so like, I have a Batman t-shirt, so I was like, oh cool, Batman t-shirt, that's so cool. And then she got kind of nervous, she was like, it's not that cool. She was like, oh, this seems really cool. This, you place it into your base, and over time, it'll create 2 bottles of water and 2 salt. So we're just gonna build like 2 of these once we have enough power in our base, and we'll have infinite water. And it won't be like water made from bleach, and it won't be you know, the bladder fish, which is probably pee, now that I think about it. So whenever you see like Zagasi base, it's worth it to go investigate it.
Location uploaded to PDA.
But yeah, she seemed like she got kind of nervous when I said that. She started saying like, "Oh, this shirt's old. It's not that good." And then her friend was there, and her friend was like, "Hey, did you see her earrings? They were French fries." and I took a look, and holy crap, she had these little earrings on, and they were French fries. And I was like, that is so cool. Can I take a picture? And then she thought that was weird, but I told her like, my sister's really into stuff, which is true. I mean, I won't. When I compliment people, I'm not gonna say like I'm not gonna flat out lie about stuff. Was this stuff biting mesh? Wow. I mean, oh my, OMG! Get the hell away from my Seamoth. I am not next to your base, dude. Maybe need to go higher. Maybe there's a height limit they can go. So she said sure. So I took a picture of her earrings, which she thought was super weird. She's like, I've never had someone take a picture of my ear before. And I'm just like, well, get used to it. No, I mean like, keep wearing it and, you know, whatever. Anyways, so I also noticed that she had like Pikachu socks, and I pointed. I was like, oh, that's so adorable. And like, I play Pokemon Go. I started playing. I happened to be in Japan when the Pokemon Go was released, and I started playing it from there. I'm not sure where that screeching is coming from. It doesn't sound like a Reaper, and I didn't know these worms made sounds. So, like I hear the like that. I hear that, but I don't know what it is. And so, because I don't know what it is, I'm not gonna worry about it.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ultra high capacity tank. Cool. So that thing allows me to hold a lot more oxygen, but what we gain in oxygen, we lose in momentum or not speed. So like, we'll be able to stay underwater longer, but we won't be able to move so freely. So I wonder if that actually balances itself out. So I wonder if like, if you move slow but have lots of oxygen, do you cover the same distance as if you move fast and have less oxygen? I always go for the capacity over speed, because I just feel like we're in a room like this, we'll be stopping and looking around, and we don't really need it. We don't need to take advantage of space with speed. Plus, we're kind of getting stuck on things when we move fast. Did I scan anything else? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this worm.
Integrating new PDA data.
Why are their shrieks so annoying? Like, dude, I only shot you a couple times with a non-lethal weapon. I mean, just think about it as me giving you a boost in the wrong direction. I mean, in the right direction. It depends how you look at it. In reality, I knew you wanted to go that direction, and so I gave you a lift. You should be thanking me. Why is it lagging so much all of a sudden? Oh, what's this? Power reactor? Nuclear reactor. I think this is all good. 2? Where's the 3rd? Did I get that? I thought I saw it. What is that? Oh, power cell charger. I hope you can't clip through this. For some reason, I feel like there's another base down here.
30 seconds.
That's the only problem about coming down here without the waypoint thing, because like, you don't know if like this is the only thing out here or is there another thing out here. But at least we can recharge power cells. Right? That's cool.
Oxygen.
Oh crap. No thud this time.
Captain.
Okay, so I think I got everything for here. We did get
Fluid intake.
but I just drank a water bottle. We did just get I'm just gonna go over these real quick. I mean, not gonna look at them, but I'm going to get rid of these numbers so that when I get new things, I can I can't figure out stuff. I mean, not figure out stuff, but know what I just picked up. I'm not really attracted to anyone at the office. I guess it's because like I'm worried. Well, let's make our way back to the base because we need some fluids. Because like I don't know, I've been out of the game for quite some time. And I'm like really worried about working there. So I think like I'm spending all this time. What is that? I'm spending all this time like trying to figure out what my place in the company, and where I want to go in the future. And I guess I haven't really thought about like if I like anyone in the office. Yeah, there's some good-looking people in the office, but like I don't have any feelings for them or towards them. You know, like on like a romantic level, I guess. I really hope there's water in here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't think there's water in here. Yeah, just my luck. I knew it. I knew it. I also got a bunch of titanium. Let's make our way to the other base. I mean, even though I have like no interest in dating anyone at the office, I still act like I'm interested. I guess. I guess that's why I throw people off, because I'm super positive about everything, and I'm sarcastic by nature. I guess. I guess that goes back to like me saying like I like to call people about utter BS, which is a stupid thing to do, because like everyone just wants to fit in, and they shouldn't need to be judged or criticized about everything. So like, even though I said like I love to call people out of BS, I almost never call anyone out of BS. It's not right. Oh, did he kill my fish for me? 5 water. I'm looking for a bladder fish. Do I have silver? I don't remember. Let's go see if we have silver fish. I mean, salt. Speaking of which, I went hiking this weekend with I think I said this earlier, so my bad if I don't remember. It's been a long weekend, I guess. I thought that was a fabricator for a second.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Wrong button. I mean, my mouse got stuck, and when I clicked, I wasn't over the water, I was over the food. Oh, 154. I didn't know it passed 100. So what am I, like, bulging right now because of how heavy I am? Let's look at the efficiency module here, because we're gonna have to come back here anyways because we left our mobile bay here. Let's see, what do we want to do? Is there anything else on this? Nope. 82. I thought I just got rid of like a bunch. I guess we could press play on
I
this.
thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment. Certainly, it's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. I learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power, that the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
This guy sounds like a serial killer. You know, when he mentioned killing things is fun. I don't remember scanning so many plants, but having heard about the melon plants and looking at stuff, we should probably we should check on our internal grow beds, which was probably at the other base. So the food's probably already ready there. I want to make an external grow bed so we can start making some end game items early. I think you have to click on it, stay on it for a little while, and pretend to read it, and then the PDA is like, oh, snap, he just read it. And like, no he didn't. So we're gonna make an exterior grow bed. But I wanted to go through and find some wreckages for legitly this time. Like I say, I'm gonna look for wreckages every video, and I really don't have enough time to record such things. Not such things. I don't have on a school night or work night. I'm already really tired from the commute. So I work about 10 hours a day, and then I commute 3 hours, and I'm just like really tired when I get home. But like, I don't like to sit around doing nothing, not doing anything. So like, I get to play games and record and put my voice on YouTube so that I can listen to it on my own in the office. You know, that's not crazy, right? Listening to yourself. Aww. Alien containment. I wonder what that does. But hey, we can make a power cell charger, even though we don't really need to, because we only have what, 2 power cells. Oh, what do we need for the prawn? The shrimp. I thought we also needed 3 parts of the hull HULL to make the Cyclops. It seems like there's some stuff in here that I should be able to make that. That have been added since the last time I played this. So we need a lot of things. Mostly just the aerogel stuff. That's gonna take us some time to get. But I want to make the prawn suit and the Cyclops run at the same time. Yeah. I wonder if my like I mean well when I do things, like just there's usually not like advantage to take care of. Like I don't do things just because like it's good for me. I would do things because I think it'll benefit the other person.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't know, maybe it's the same thing. I want to go to... Yeah, let's go to forward base first, and then, what did I say last time? Head to that thing to get to the Cyclops. Yeah, see, this suddenly this appears. I wonder if in fact your PDA does not tell you anything. Because why would it tell you anything? Because it doesn't know any more than you do. That it claims. Or did we find that because we found a thing down there? Oh well. Let's go to what do we have in here? I want to make another. Actually, what do we need to make for water aerogel? So we need to find some more rubies. Lots of rubies. But let's go. Let's see if I put my lithium in here. It looks like there's one. Two, three, four. Okay. And it's right here. Sweet. Let's see. Let's move that. Let's not make another one. High capacity O2. Okay, so we gotta make a regular O2 tank. Whoa, lag. Like, I believe in helping others. Like, if you have the ability to help, you should do it. And not do it because you want to be rewarded, but you should do it just because it's the right thing to do. And I've always believed that. So like, I try to do that, but like, it's rare for people to. It's not normal for people to think that way. So when you do something nice, people are like, okay, what does this person want? What is his motivation for this? And like, I'm just doing it because I want to. It's the right thing to do. So I make a lot of enemies that way. Like, I've been told that I should mind my own business. Not from the person I'm helping, people on the outside watching me help. And I'm just like, what the hell do you care? It has nothing to do with you. Oh, I just really understood that. Are they jealous that I'm helping, or is it because they had a rough time through life and they think everyone should have a rough time through life? Which is like, stupid, I think. I think it's unfortunate that some people lead a tougher life than others. Let's see how much this oxygen. So the lightweight gives me 135, and the heavy one gives me 225. So I can hold significantly. I can stay in the water significantly longer. I don't know what all these circles are. Is this? Oh yeah, I took the HUD off. I guess those are limestone chunks. Let's do Rex. This. That should help us find things a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. So 90 seconds of oxygen additionally. Okay, I think it's in here. Yeah, it's in here. Alright, let's go upstairs. Can't make that yet. So I think we gotta find it in a wreckage. Okay, here we go. They take up a lot of room, which is why you don't carry them. You just go into your base and eat them. Oh, yeah. Melon, 12, 14, really good. So not really good for like if you have a sea moth only. But
Welcome aboard, Captain.
what do you mean? I just left. But it's pretty good for like if you have like your Cyclops, or if you're gonna stay somewhere for a fairly long time. And plus, we don't have to go back to that. We don't have to go back to the island anymore because we have. Oh, we already got everything from here. I feel like I should be stocking up on titanium because then we start like fabricating a ton of things. I say that, but who knows? Let's see. Yeah, I had someone who I thought was a friend, and I don't know. At some point in time, she got tired of my bullshit. What was happening was so I took the scenic route to get my college degree. What that means is after I graduated high school, I did not get a degree. I kind of bounced around school, bounced around jobs, because I had no clue what I wanted to do. Well, I knew what I wanted to do, but my parents had a different opinion. And when you're younger, you tend to be like, well, for me at least, you tend to like just listen to your parents because they know better. They have the life experience that you don't have, and they've seen a lot more things than you have. And so like, I did what they suggested for a few years, but as I got older, I realized, this is I'm not happy where I am, and so like, I started comparing myself to other people around me, which is the first thing you don't do. That's a great way to ensure that you're going to be unhappy and depressed, because you're going to compare yourself to people who lead very different lives, have very different experiences that you have, and so like it doesn't make sense to compare yourself to anyone because we're all so different. And so I started comparing myself to people. At the time, I was studying mathematics because math is easy to me. I think math is fun. So my parents recommended that I pursue a career in mathematics, but then I couldn't really see myself doing math forever, and so I started having some doubts. And then I had oh crap. I totally forgot about charging this thing. Oh, we're not too far from our base, right? Yeah, let's just we'll be right back. And so I started comparing myself, and then I had professors who were like incredibly negative, especially when you asked for help. They were incredibly negative. I tried to seek help from counselors. I got rejected. So I was heading down a pretty dark path, I guess, for me, from what I'm used to in my experiences. I know some people might look at it and be like, that made you depressed? That's like nothing. But like, for me, that was a pretty big time for me. Let's see, where did I put it? I hope I left it here. Yes, here we go. And just in case, I'll take the 4%. Silicon, we have lots of that, right? As I think I recall running out and being like, well, what the hell? I live next to a kelp forest. I should have a bunch on hand. But yeah, see, 2 low batteries gives you 100%. Great. Yeah, so I got depressed. I eventually, my doubts and my depression led me to quitting college. So like, I felt really bad because my parents spent all this money on me. Next thing you know, the recession hit. My dad didn't have a job. He couldn't afford to pay for my college, and then like, so a couple of years, I started bouncing around community colleges and stuff like that. And then I got onto.
Emergency power only.
I started
production offline.
Getting into architecture. I've always had an interest in architecture, but like, I didn't know how to get there because my school and everyone I talked to about architecture was like, don't do it. It sucks. and then my school never offered any program, and like I forgot to empty this. Damn it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm pretty sure I've been here already, but let's just check it out again. Because we have a greater tank, so we can actually spend time looking around. See, I wish the places you've been change colors, so I'm like, oh, did I miss a wreck over there? I should go take a look. He's stuck, it looks. Yeah, so I started taking classes at this place in somewhere in the Bay Area, and it was like it was a 1 hour commute each way, and I was like, you know what, I'll do it. So for 3 years, I commuted 2 to 3 hours a day. One time it took me 4 hours to get to school. It sucked because as soon as I got to school, the teacher decided to let us out an hour early, so I was only in class for 5 minutes. I was so angry. I mean, normally I'd be happy to get out of class an hour early, but I'm just so angry. I'd go through like $300 of gas a week. Not a week, it's particularly a month. I'd go through $300 of gas. It was like, I think at the time it was $4.95 a gallon. It really sucked. I'm pretty sure I've been here. So there's like so many wrecks over here. I only went to like 2, right? Okay, so the life pod's 1. There's one down there I'm curious about. And we saw this one. We saw this one. We probably saw that one. So let's go down here and take a look. I think what I need to do is build another scanning room closer to the Aurora. Yeah, so while I'm at this this school getting my degree, one of my degrees. So it's at this point it's been like about 8 years since I graduated high school, and I still have nothing to show for it. So I decided to try to get an associate's degree in architecture, because why not? I think it'll help show that I'm trying to progress in my career. So that was a waste, kind of. So where's that? Oh wait, where's that Degassi thing? Okay, right over there, 500 meters. Let's see if we can get it in here. If not, then maybe that's somewhere else. Anyway, so while I was at this school, this community college, I was, you know, I was trying to keep my head up high, because like I already felt like a failure, because I didn't have a degree yet. I was like 25, 26, and like I was still living at home, so I felt like an epic failure for like a very long time. But like, I'm not gonna tell people about this stuff because it's none of their business. It's my problem. So I tend to keep everything to myself, and I act like nothing's going on because it's none of their business. And I should not, you know, project my negativity on other people. And I still believe that today. But anyways, I got close to some people, not like relationship close, but like I thought I made some friends, and then they were kind of in a similar boat. They were close to my age, had different experiences, but we all ended up in the same place, all trying to do architecture. And so we started hanging out, and like, I started taking on more roles because people got used to me. So I became a TA. I helped to teach Revit, not Revit, well, yeah, Revit, architectural software. I had taken all the classes already. Eventually, I became a member of the, well, I was already a member of the AIAS, which is American Institute of Architecture Student, or something like that. I can never remember the acronyms from. It's like the student version of the Architecture Association, something like that. And I was that since I was there. I feel like I've been to all those already. Yeah, we should assume that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've been there. Life pods over there. And like I was there for 2 years, and then like I wasn't gonna. I was just doing it because we had a small group, and I'd go to every meetings. I'd help out where I can. I'd make flyers. I'd set up. I'd just try to like, because the people who were running it were people who were like kind to me, I guess. I could see that they were putting effort into things, and I wanted them to see. I wanted them to be rewarded, because I've been to a place where like you put lots of effort into things, and then it fails, and then there's no one there but you, and it sucks. It's depressing, and I wanted to save them from that, if possible. If that makes any sense. It's probably a selfish thing. I don't know. Am I going in circles? Why is my life pod over there? I feel like it should be over here. Where the hell am I? I am so lost. Why am I over here? I should be over there where 12 is. No wonder I'm like, don't recognize anything. Let's see. And so like, yeah, so I tried to help where I could, because I didn't really have anything else to do. I thought it'd be good for me to socialize, because I noticed that when I socialize, I'm like less negative, I'd say. And so I try to help out where I can. I try to socialize. I try to keep my problems down to a minimum, in terms of telling other people, but like, yeah. Anyway, so like, I don't think I've ever told anyone else this story before, so it's kind of difficult for me to talk about it, even though, you know, I'm the only one watching this, and I mean the only one. Where am I going? I think we're gonna go look for Cyclops parts now. Which I think is still near this guy, but to the left. It says life pod 12 over there, but then there's a life pod right here. Oh, have we not heard this transmission yet? Or do we? Or did we hear it and we saw it and we left? No, we haven't been here yet.
Integrating new PDA data.
I hope I'm recording this and not just talking to myself. It wouldn't be the first time. Okay. Yeah, see, sometimes outside.
Integrating new PDA
It's like,
data.
I don't have time to save myself, but I have time to place this PDA. But anyways, let's go down here. It looks scary because it hasn't loaded. And it looks like an open thing, but I don't think there's any Reapers down here. There might be some up there. Damn it. Yeah, so in my third year at this school, due to popular demand, I say power training because like I wasn't gonna do it because it's my 3rd year and I want to focus on you know, transferring to real college and getting my life together. So I didn't want to do anything, even though I was still a TA at the time. But I was a full-time TA because the college was so small. They were only allowed to have 1 TA, so I TA'd every class, which is fine. I got to know a lot of people, make enemies. So what are we looking for? Here we go. This is whole fragment. See, we still need this. We need like 3 of these. And so, like, I became a board member for the AIS of that chapter. I became the treasurer. Because at the time, my friend, who I thought was my friend, oh crap, I knew I wasn't gonna fit and I still tried to do it. She was like telling me that the current member is useless, that she thinks I'd be really good at it. So somehow she was able to force the previous guy who had the position out and said the position was available. So I was like, why not? It's not much. It's just a treasure. I just look at after money, right? And so like I agreed to do it. I'm kind of worried because that site's not loading in. Not really sure what's going on. I feel like my graphics settings like sucks right now because I can't see over there. Well, let me just take a look at it real quick. Distance. Is there a distance? What is dithering? Nope, doesn't seem like it. Watch, I'm just gonna like go out there and a Reaper's mouth is gonna load in front of me and I'm just gonna die. Like this game's tired of hearing my voice too. Let's see. I thought there should be a lot more Cyclops parts. Anyway, so this girl, I decided to help her. I said, okay, fine, I'll help out the team, I'll help everyone. I will become the AIAS treasurer for this district or chapter. And I was like, no biggie. And so like, I did it for a while, and I had some disagreements with the person who suggested I do it. She was the president at the time. And eventually she started getting really annoying. Like she kept trying to take money out of the club. But I'd always be like, you know, I'm in charge of money, so I'd always be like, hey, oh my gosh, I heard the crackling, but I didn't do anything, and I just ran into it. Oh crap! I'm really worried about this thing exploding. Let's go in here. Hopefully, there's nothing in here. Don't follow me, you pieces of sh. Let's get the bell gun, repair. Okay, cool. Yes, ooh, Ruby! This is a perfect detour. So much lag. Yeah, so she tried to take funds out of the club.
Volcanic activity. and several
without
electromagnetic
authorization, I
signatures
guess.
in the
What?
region. Exercise caution when diving
From
deeper.
my understanding, from the rule book I read, it requires that if the president, even if you're the president, if you want to take money out of the club, you have to get the signature of the treasurer and the president. And so, like, because I'm in charge of money, I verified with her like every time. Watch, I'm gonna drown in here because I don't know where I am. That's why we leave the lights on. And I guess it's difficult for me to say it, talk about this because like it hurt me a lot. Like I actually had a breakdown. But anyway, so I was also doing this design competition. So like yeah, I said I was gonna take this year easy, and then like I was a TA, I was the treasurer of this club. I joined a design competition, so like I was very busy, and I was working I was going to school full time. Oh wow, it looks like this area hasn't loaded yet. Wouldn't it be an interesting game if like you could only see the map through a lens? I don't know, maybe it's ready. So now we know 230 meters, you start finding ruby. I thought that was a reaper climbing up. Yeah, this place is pretty cool. So I noticed like each time I like verify the money, she started getting more and more impatient with me. And she started like snapping at me. She started like she yelled at me a couple of times, but you know I didn't really care. I was like, she's probably stressed, so I gave her the benefit of the doubt and just like let it happen.
Integrating new PDA
I was hoping
data.
there'd be like some sort of recipe here. They're harmless, by the way. Just don't touch them. Sorry, I'm trying to focus right now. Well, crap, where did they come from? Yeah, so it got. I was at the same time I was chasing after this one girl, and she was on the tennis team, and she wanted to. She was the president of the tennis team, but needed a vice president because the vice president she originally had just left without notice, and so I became the vice president of the tennis club. And I haven't touched tennis since I was kindergarten, and here I am like 27, 28 years old. Anyways, but like I liked her, and I knew she was a hard worker, and I didn't want her to feel like no one cared. See, that is a Reaper. Why is he over here? And I'm glad he got stuck on these mushrooms, because, you know, if he didn't, I'd be freaking out right now. I am just calm because I think I am safe. I feel like the Reaper has like a little high-pitched screech following the tail end of its roar. Yeah, so here I am, Vice President of Tennis Team, treasurer, treasurer of the AIS, TA, full-time TA, student, doing all kinds of stuff, applying for colleges, stuff like that. And, but, I mean, I don't get confused. I'm very good at compartmentalizing everything, my feelings, subjects, everything. And so, like, I take every day with a grain of salt, or I try to. It's easier said than done. You know, I remember this place being much darker. I don't know why it's so bright. I mean, the sun's obviously up, but like, I remember every time I come to this location, it's nighttime. Like, the sun doesn't reach this far. So it's just so weird to me that it's so bright right now. Right now we're looking for the rest of the Cyclops parts. And so, like, this person, the other girl who asked me to become a treasurer, she became more and more, less and less patient with me. Like, and I started thinking, because I knew the other guy who was a treasurer before me, and he seemed like a really cool guy, hardworking. So I got this impression that maybe she thought I was a pushover or something like that, because it would make sense. Because I was an easygoing guy. I tried to help out where I could. So I thought that maybe she wanted me to become the treasurer so that she could take out as much money as she wanted. Oh, where'd you come from? And there were times like we would get donations, and then it would be given to me because I have to deposit into the account. And then she wanted to take care of it herself, and I'm like, but that's my job. And then so she tried to argue with me in the middle of class. Like, I was TAing the class, and she came in and just started yelling at me. And instead of yelling back, because this is childish, we're in a class full of people, this is not how you handle things. So I got up and I said, let's talk outside, and I went outside, where she, you know, continue to like express her dissatisfaction with me. Or unsatisfaction with me? I don't know. Her disgust with me, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Is that it? This is part of a power line. This is kind of random.
Blueprint acquired.
But hey, we can make power lines now. What the hell? I feel like this whole... I feel like something's not right with the game right now. Third time is not the charm. Yeah, so she started telling people. Oh, let's do this first. Like, so my teacher came out because he was also there when she started making a fuss. I hope that's it. We're done with that. What is this? Picture A. My professor's advice was don't get too involved with her because she tends to make a mess out of everything she touches, which is what his wisdom was. And he told me just give her the money and don't worry about it. And so like I was like, okay. So I held out the envelope, but I did not let go. And she tried to rip it out of my hands, and I was like, I said, hey professor, would you be my witness for this transaction? And he said, okay. And then I said, I'm going to let go of the envelope. And as I'm holding on this envelope and I'm saying this, she's ignoring everything and she's trying to rip it out. She's hitting my hand, trying to rip it out of my hands. I'm like, who acts like that? And so like, oh, and the annoying thing is, she is in the competition I'm trying to do. And so like, everyone in this team, I've worked with them. I mean, I've been a classmate with them for 2 or 3 years. 3 years, all of them. We all came to this college at the same time. And, I was, so one of them was my friend. We did all kinds of things. We played games, you know, go bar hopping. I was his wingman, he was my wingman, you know, kind of stuff like that. He was really cool. He was like I didn't know what a bromance was until that point. It was like the coolest guy. Anyways. We're not friends anymore, by the way. Such a shame. I think that was like the last friendship I had. The last time I opened up, I guess, what, that was like 6 years ago. And well, so the girl I liked, who was president of the tennis team, was also in this team, and like we've been friends for 3 years, and so like I thought she knew me pretty well. But anyways, this person who's been increasingly hostile towards me, I don't think I've been here yet. Cool, something new. So she started like spreading rumors about me, like telling people like, you know, what I've been saying about them behind their backs, which was, you know, kind of funny looking back at it now, because like people are like, hey Scott, hey you, I will say my name, hey you, I heard some like you've been talking shit about me, and I'm like, well, what are you talking about? And he's like, well, this person said you said this thing about me, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Not like that. I mean, like some people believe me, and people are like, some people just like thought I was the devil after that. And so like, I've been at this college for 3 years, making friends, networking, all that stuff. All that out the window because I wouldn't let this person take money out of the account, you know, without like a record or something. And so like this girl who I've been chasing after for like 2 years, that went out the window. They started being very passive aggressive with me. it was probably good for my friend at the time because he also liked this girl, you know, like, and if he doesn't have to deal with me, then you know, one less competition. So he was like trying to defend me, but he was like, he didn't really want to get involved, which I totally understand because this girl is batshit crazy, and I don't think I have the Cyclops yet. Bridge. We just need to find one more bridge, and then we unlock this guy. And the grappling armor will be helpful. I think there's one north of the Aurora. This is where we just came from, right?
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, so this girl I've been chasing after, she decides that she wants nothing to do with me, and I'm an asshole and stuff like that. And then I told her, I was like, dude, you've known me for 3 years. Why would you think I would say something like that? And she didn't really respond to that. That I recall. She just told me that, yeah, we've been friends for 3 years, and I've only known this, the girl who's been spreading lies. Like, she's known me for like a year. She's like, but girls, stick with each other.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And I'm like, okay. So like, I got into, I was like kind of really depressed at the time. I think I started crying. And of course, I started crying in front of the girl I liked, and it was just incredibly embarrassing on any level. And then the girl who was like clearly out there to get me started laughing at me in my face, told me to grow up, blah blah blah. That oh, she's like, you're in such a situation, you should act like you're. She was upset that I was acting like happy all the time, and she thought I should act depressed. And the fact that I did not act depressed really bothered her. Yeah, so I hate her guts so much. I thought time would heal a little bit, and like every time I recite the story, I'm just like, fuck that bitch. Whoops, sorry. Let's see what we need to make a scanner. Yeah, so I stopped talking to the girl I've been chasing after for a few years. I stopped talking to my best friend at the time. I stopped doing a lot of things at the time. I started having some serious trust issues with people. I started clamming up. Like, I was really hesitant about getting to know people after that, and like, sharing my secrets. So I started like, hiding more than I usually do, which is not good for like my field, because like 6 years later, I graduated. I got my bachelor's in architecture. I work for a firm right now in San Francisco, and like, it's great. But like, it's difficult for me to open up to people. Around the same time that it's funny how things happen like 2 or 3 times at a time. So like around this time, like I need a course, I think. Around this same time, like shortly before this happened to me, I had these friends from high school. And this is a story I brought up earlier where like I got into a disagreement with one of them, and all of them stopped talking to me. So like within like a month of each other, my friends from high school and my friends from this college all went up in smoke. So I was like, I was pretty low, but I was really determined to get out of there. And, move on with my life. So fortunately, not too long after this all happened, I graduated. I got my associate's degree in architecture. I got accepted to an out-of-state college, and yeah. But you know, I still encountered like assholes. I decided at this new college I would not have any friends. I'll stick to myself, keep my head down, stuff like that. But this one guy was like, "Hey, you know, I've been there too, blah blah blah." He had all these sob stories, you know, and he seemed like a cool guy. But like 2 weeks after I got to know him, I realized this guy was a psychopath, and I tried to get away from him, and he like, he was, I want to say he was a sociopath, and so he would follow me. He'd spam my cell phone. Um, he's one of those people you wish you could unmeet. Like the girl that betrayed me. Like, yeah, I hate her guts, but in 2 weeks I hated this guy more. If that puts anything to scale, puts any scale on anything. Like, this guy was the scum of the earth, and I heard, and I've been told that he tried to rape a couple of girls in our class. He tried to roofie a bunch of people, and like I never saw him do it, but yeah, I wouldn't throw it past this guy. He's such a piece of shit. Let's see. I haven't really been talking about this game much. You know, not much has been happening. I didn't find anything I wanted, except for the power station. Let's see what this says.
This is Life Pod 2, coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up. We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
So this guy would do favors for you without you asking. Like, he'll just say, "Hey, I did this for you, blah 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 blah," and then he'll say, "Now you owe me." And I'm like, "I don't owe you jack shit, because I didn't ask you to do anything for me." And then he'd get like all up in your face, like 2 inches from your face, with like this pissed off look, and like start bitching about like how like you're ungrateful and stuff like that. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And so like one day I told him, like, it was like Thanksgiving break, and right before Thanksgiving is after Thanksgiving is finals, so I was like, no more hanging out after Thanksgiving, and I told him that. And the next day he called my cell phone 17 times, and I missed the first 10 on accident. I didn't see it, but like the next 6, I was like, maybe he's dying, and I should really pick it up. So I picked it up, and it went straight. The other end just like clicked off, and so like I tried to call him back, it went straight to voicemail. So I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? I feel like he has that mentality where it's, you know, an eye for an eye, like, and stuff like that, which is a really negative mentality. And like, he would tell me a sob story, and then he'll tell other people a sob story, and like, whenever we like, we're all in the same, you know, we're all architecture students, so like, we all know each other. And so when we talk to each other, we're like, we find out this guy has like a dozen stories about how he grew up, and like, when we call him out on it, he can't get his words straight, so he's a compulsive liar. He only thinks about himself. I have one regret with of all the things I've had with him. I regret one thing. He was trying to go after this girl. 1 second. Hi. I just took like a 4-hour break, I think. Um, so, whatever I talked about now might be a little bit different. I don't remember what I was doing earlier. I think I remember talking about this moron. That I don't know. Well, I guess I'll finish that up real quick. I didn't realize he was such a jerk at this time, and so he had his girlfriend, and she was like sick, and I was like, hey, you should get her a care package, because like, you know, when you like someone, you treat them nicely, right? Or that's how I always thought it was. But so he was like, what's a care package? And so it turns out she had like a cold, where she was under the weather. So we went to a grocery store, and I said, get her echinacea tea, which helps immunity boost or whatever. I don't know if it actually works, but that's what it advertises. And then I said, get her a bar of dark chocolate, because you know everyone likes chocolate. And I said some other, I think I cough drops or something like that. And then he's like, cause she lived in the dorm, and he didn't think that she had a mug. She's like, oh, I don't know if she has a mug. And I'm like, why don't you just buy her a mug? And then like, when he went to go see the price of the mug, like the mug was like $6, cause you know we're buying it at a grocery store, so it's not gonna be cheap. He started complaining about the price, and I'm like, dude, when you do something nice or something, you don't bitch about the price, especially if you really like the girl. So he got her the mug, the tea and stuff like that, and then he was like, oh, this better work. And I'm like, what does he mean this better work? And then I found out after that he didn't care about her. All he wanted to do was get her in bed. And I'm like, I saw him and I was like, you're the reason why girls think guys are assholes. And like, after that moment, I just like try to keep my distance. I stopped helping him out. But I think it was too late. Because one day he came by and, oh, Scott, crap, I'm gonna have to mute this. Video 4, mute. You were right, that care package was great. And I'm just like, ah, I created a monster. Oh, this is food. The nice thing about the lantern tree is that you take the fruit, and the fruit keeps growing. Unlike everything else, if you notice, you have to like. I wish I could crouch because I can't pick this up. There we go. Yeah, apparently you cannot crouch, and the plant has to be on the edge, otherwise you can't pick it up. It's so annoying. But yeah, this tree, you can hit it. Yeah, you can hit it. So this plant, the bobo tree, is just like the Chinese potato plant. You hit it, you get a bunch, and then it disappears, and you got plant again. So the lantern tree is the only one that I don't think you have to plant it again. I think it just always gives you fruit. So we got a bunch of rubies. For something. So we need lots of gold to make a bunch. We're gonna have to make a bunch of these because you need one like every like I want to say 20 to 30 meters. I'm not quite sure because sometimes it seems like they go really far, and sometimes it seems like they don't go any distance. But I want to make a. I want to make an exterior grow bed. This guy. So I think we're gonna have to. I don't know why I put this stuff away. I probably need all of this stuff. Gold, especially titanium. I need stuff. Let's see. So grow bed is titanium. But we need to make one of these, so lead and titanium. Okay, let's. Hopefully this will be it. Oh, cool, we have gold. I hope it's enough gold. Okay. I want to put it here, but I can't. I don't really want to put it there. Can't put it there. Yeah, I guess we'll just put it here. And then we'll place the grow bed. Right here. And then, okay, so let's go in here and let's get those plants we found earlier.
Survived 47 months on
this one, that one,
salad of live tree roots,
and we also want to get the gel stuff. I think we should get some acid shrooms too, so that we don't have to go so far to get them. Oh, right, lots of gold. Very happy about that. If only we could grow ion cubes. We could put one of these in. Oh, lag. Lots of gold. I'm very happy. Cool, cool. Alright, I think that's it. We don't have to put kelp, but like we have it here, so let's just put one in anyways. And let's just double check. Oh, cool, we do have shrooms here. Yeah, let's go ahead and put all of them in. Cool. So like, see, they're tiny. When they're tiny, they're not ready yet. They have to get bigger. So this says 4%. When it gets to 100%, they look creepy, but they're really cool. And see that little thing? Literal stalk. I think the scale just changes till it gets that big. But yeah, now we don't have to go back down anymore. But we're probably gonna make like a bunch of gel sacks, and then we'll. But we still gotta find that other piece of the Cyclops, which is kind of annoying. I thought we'd have the whole thing by now. Let's see. Let's see if we can make another brace. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. 26 hole, just for adding a couple X braces down here. Let's see. 6. Copper aerogel. So we have ruby, which is cool. Oh no! Yeah, we can make it aerogel. Let's see. We want to make this. We need copper wire. I have copper, right? I think so. Yes. So let's make copper wire. That's not the fabricator. I think if you're too far, you don't pick it up. Yeah, see? So sometimes when you try to fabricate things and you can't, Sometimes because you left an item on the fabricator. So these things have to be in the corners. So let's put one. If we put it right there, we can't harvest that. So let's place it here. Maximum distance away. So yeah, that's it. It costs a lot of power. So luckily we are going to get a bunch of titanium, go downstairs. So it will, before you go, see, it looks kind of cool. It looks like it's actually filtering the water. But when you click on it, there are 4 slots. When we come back, 2 of the slots will have large water bottles, and 2 of the slots will have salt. So we get water and curing engine for our fishies. Let's see. I thought I had a ton of titanium. Did I use it already? We're gonna have to start hoarding titanium, like everywhere we go. Yeah, I was gonna empty the inventory of the Seamoth, but I'll do it next time. Soon. I'm not spinning; it's spinning for me. Okay, cool. It's right there. So yeah, we're gonna have to burn ourselves again. So you put it down until you see, when you put it down, you'll see like this blue line. And this is kind of annoying because it's not popping up. Turn green, come on, you can do it. It's usually not this bad. Okay, so there's one here, but I don't think it's close enough. So you have to see that blue line, otherwise it's not going to work. I don't think it's working. I may have to move that thing to somewhere else. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because the line is going below. I see it's on that, but there's no blue line. So I'm gonna assume this is a bad area. Oh, there we go. See? Blue line. And all of a sudden, see, sometimes it's hard to tell if it's close or not. But this is so annoying. I guess you can't put it on vertical faces. This is why we need so much, because we're like scaling the mountain with power. Let's see if we can put this up here. Yeah, it works up here. Cool. Boom. Let's go get some oxygen. So yeah, I feel like I've had like a lot of... What are you doing down here? This is not your zone? What the hell? Wow. Yeah, so it's kind of hard for me to make friends after all those things happening within like 3 or 4 years of each other. So like, I'm very suspicious when it comes to friends. I just have a thought. What if? Because it looked like this thing can stack onto those outcrops, those rock outcrops. that you can mine yourself. I wonder if you can build a floating lockbox and then put these coils on top of the floating lockbox. I wonder if that works. This may have just been a bad place to place these. I mean, the thermal vent. So let's see how far this can take us. It looks like it can go pretty far. But I want to place it somewhere around here. You know what sucks? If like I'm too far away and the thermal vents don't load, so I don't get power. Let's see if this works. Yeah, see? It connects. Sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. It's weird.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Oh yeah, see? It's connecting to here. So you just have to get these this power transmitters close enough to your base and it'll automatically connect to your base. It's kinda ugly, like if you're the kind of person kinda like me, like you want everything uniform and the power to come up and come over to the top, it's not gonna happen. I think you would have to move your base or something like that. Let's see how much power we have. 400. So the thermal vent at 80% capacity increased our power by 250. And it's fluctuating because I have the water filtration device activated. Well, now we could probably charge this without worrying too much. Okay, let's check on the bed. Excuse me. Yeah, see, it's already done for this. So attack. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, in a plunger you can only attack it 3 times and it disappears. But you do 1, 2, and then left click, and then you get seeds, and you can use one for your thing. Let's pick this. We'll drop these because we care about these more. Because you know, acid shrooms are everywhere. Well, not everywhere, but dude, they grow so fast. And the eye stalk is already here. Why did I make this? I think I just got it as like it looks cool. See, this is getting creepy. Creepy. Okay, let's make an aerosol. I mean, aerogel. And I think we need 2 of them for the palm suit. But we want to make a plasteel ingot, so it needs 10 titaniums and 2 lithiums. And we need like 2 of them. So we need 4 lithiums. So there's 1 lithium. So let's go look for let's consolidate a little bit. 2 lithiums. Okay, so we need a bunch of lithiums and we need a bunch of titaniums. So let's go where's my seaworld? I left it down there. Actually, we can look around here for a bit. Let's look around here and see if we can find some more lithiums. Because we didn't really fully explore this place. Like, I didn't even go over there because there's nothing over there. Okay, let's go right here. So it's kind of interesting. I went on a trip with my company this weekend. My brother happened to go on a trip with one of his buddies. Although I don't think they're buddies anymore.
New creature discovered.
My dad works this weekend. And so my mom had the house to herself for the first time in like who knows how long. I'm sure she looked it up. Oh, yeah, I thought it said something. We should also make a stasis rifle. Not quite sure what is required for that. I think I have all the materials. I should have all the materials. See, with this extra capacity oxygen tank, it's so annoying. I have something stuck in my throat. We could stay out exploring for a very long period of time. I mean, we're not really finding anything, but I think it's easier for us to explore when we're not worried about our oxygen so much. Plenty of magnetite. I don't remember what we need magnetite for. It's like this. It's in abundance, but like we don't really need it for anything. Dude, get out of here! He's just upset we've been neglecting him. I thought I saw something. So, if you're wondering, if you're thinking like, oh, it's so hard to find such materials, wait till you get to nickel. Nickel is so annoying to find. It usually spawns on the walls and faces of areas, and it's small and round, and it blends so well with the background. So.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But I mean, like, once you know what you're looking for, it's chill. But like, my first time looking for nickel, it was so annoying. So we really didn't find much. We found lots of magnetite, which I don't really care about. So oh no, let's just keep looking. We barely looked at this place, and I kept pointing to the same locations. Same repetitive locations. Let's see. Another magnetite. Diamond. Well, there was one person I wanted to get to know a little bit more at the gathering this weekend, but she didn't like show up until like later, and then when she showed up, she just stuck with her friends, and so like I still don't know anything about her. But you know, we'll probably be working together for a while, so no rush. See, so much magnetite. I should just stop picking it up. I don't know why it's so abundant. See, that's a huge magnetite. I hope we have enough lithium. Yeah, it looks like we have enough for the prawn suit, but we want to get enough for like other things too. Like, I don't know how much exactly I need. As I said, I'm a hoarder, so I usually have lots of everything, so I don't know how much she actually needs of anything. But yeah, let's make our way back towards our Subnautica. For like oxygen reasons. And let's head back to our base. Crash into that guy. What? I had his tail, how could he bite me? Wait, what was that? What was that? That's so weird. I never made you. Did I accidentally make you? That's so weird. It's not supposed to do that. It's never happened to me before. Oh cool, you can see fractures on the windshield. Or water shield, because we're underwater, and calling it a windshield doesn't make sense. Let's try to park it without breaking it. I think it's supposed to repair it. I don't know. I actually don't remember. I thought it did. Or maybe I have to repair it myself. Well, a little easier. Okay, how much inventory? Full. Okay, so let's not go the wrong way. Oh, perfect. Alright, do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? Water. And it tells us there's 100% salt, 5% water going here, plus 50. So now, I think this is the largest one you can make. And so like, we're just gonna have a bunch of these everywhere. Well, although I don't know if you can build one of these on your Cyclops, or if you want to, because they suck up a lot of power. Oh right, salt. All right, let's add some flavor to this fish.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, seek fluid. 50. Boom.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Cool. We wanted to do what, 2 blueprints for what? Oh, it's probably the fish. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Titanium. Yeah, that's why I got the lithiums for the titanium. And titanium. Yeah, we just need a ton of titanium. Yep, just a lot of titanium. So let's go look for some titanium. Let's look for the Cyclops last part. Let's look for the upgrade for this stupid place. I'm surprised I don't have it. That's like one of the first things I normally find. The modification upgrade system to the moon pool. Moon moon pool. Plenty of diamonds. Happy to see that. Okay. Let's go do some maintenance. 1, 2, click. Come back here, you pee. So annoying. So annoyed. What? I said go up and it's like climb down. Okay, let's just check one more time. We can make that. Yeah, that's so annoying. I don't know where it is. I always have it by now. I usually get it before I get the moon pool.
All systems online.
Yeah, we probably should have made something for the scanner room, like I said I would. Maybe we can find parts for the scanner room on the way over. I think it's just copper and gold, which I have abundance of over back there. Copper. No, I want that. Oh, right. I wonder if I should take a break. Restart my computer. I noticed like if I restart my computer, it'll run smoothly for a little while when I record, and then when the videos get too long, I'll have to restart my computer again. Kind of annoying, but you know, you work with what you got, you adapt, and then you move on. Whoa, he's infected too. It's funny that you don't really see the infection until you find out that you are infected, even though everything on this planet should be infected. Or, I wonder, I don't remember, but I think maybe we don't really see the infection until later, because only humans can catch the disease, and because we are swimming in this water, we're actually contaminating the species of the planet. I think that's what this. I think that's the legit story. So pretty cool. I finally got one of my friends to subscribe after who knows how long, and because he's the first one to subscribe in like 2 or 3 years. When I went to the activity portion of the YouTube page, it tells you how much increase your page has got, how popular it is. Because I haven't got anyone, and then suddenly I got one person, it says my ratings have gone up over 1,000%. It's super cool and kind of empathetic at the same time. So I took a screenshot of it. Let's see. I'm looking for my sea moth. There it is. Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of talking. I talked a lot this weekend because I was trying to be social, but not annoying, just social enough. So I think I made some pretty cool connections and some pretty bad connections. Oh, bad. It's not really bad. Bad for me, but like I went hiking with these girls, and like I'm terrified of heights. And we like climbed this log, and I got stuck up there, even though I was like, just 5 feet off the ground. And they had to talk me down, which is, you know, kind of pathetic. So, yeah. They were like, "It's on your head." I'm like, "Yeah, but I gotta live with it." Okay, so I think I'll take a break here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a great one myself. Oh, we lost the Titan, that's good. So when we start up the next video, I will be making plasteel ingots. I'll make the prawn. I'll go look. I'm gonna go research where the moon pool location is. Like, see, this is my 3rd time playing the game. I still gotta use the internet to look to find stuff. Yeah, I don't have time to look for it on my own. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. I think it's somewhere in the floating islands area, underwater floating islands. And then we'll make the Cyclops, and then we'll upgrade it as much as we can, and then we'll start our descent into the next portion of the game. So thank you very much for everyone for watching, and I will see myself and maybe a couple others in the next video. What was that? What is that? I'm afraid to go out, and you can, and you're like immune to everything in here except for like this one creature later on. But oh well, that's another story. So take care. Bye bye.